Get ready for warm-ups. We start with tapping. Start at the clavicle, just where it ends. Below that is the acupuncture point. Just tap on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now at the sternum is another acupuncture point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just when the ribcage starts to turn, immediately below that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just where the ribcage ends in the front side of the body, just below that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just below your lower eyelid, tap with 3 fingers, tap gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Tap on the sides of your forehead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. On either side of your Bhumadhya, use all the 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, massage. Start from either side of your Bhumadhya using all the fingers. Press nicely. Take it over your head. On either side of the central parting of the head. Take it down on either side of the spinal cord. Keep massaging on either side as far as your fingers can go down. Repeat second time. Third time. Cross tapping. Keep your hands crossed. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20. Relax a little bit, catch your breath. Now, keep the hands on the side. As you start breathing in, bring both the hands, cross them over, take the hands over the head, hold your breath. When you hold your breath, press the hands as much behind as it can comfortably go. When you can no longer hold your breath, start breathing out, slowly bring it in front, and then disengage and take the hands by the side. Second round, breathing in, Cross the arms, take it over your head. Hold your breath and push your hands as much behind as it can comfortably go. Breathing out very slowly, bring it in the front and then disengage the hands, release them. Last round, breathing in, cross the hands, take it over the head. Hold your breath and push the hands behind. When you can no longer hold your breath, start bringing the hands at the front. When they are down, disengage the hands, very slowly release and bring it forward. Now shoulder movements. So move in the clockwise direction with the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. One energy practice. Keep both the hands in front, fingers close to each other but not touching. Now follow the instructions. As you start breathing in, you will visualize that you are pulling in the cosmic energy from the right hand. It is going over the elbow to the back and coming to the spinal cord. Hold your breath. From that point in the spinal cord, it is spreading to all through the body, energizing the entire body. As you start breathing out, bring all the negativities and all the staleness in the body to that point in the spinal cord. It will come out from the left hand and come out from the fingers and go into the cosmos. 3 rounds. Start. Breathing in. Start from the right hand. It goes over the elbow, comes behind, touches the spinal cord. Hold your breath. Spread the cosmic energy all through the body. As you start breathing out, pull out all the negativities, all the ailments from the left hand. It goes over the elbow, comes out to the fingers, spreads into the cosmic energy. Take a couple of normal breaths. Once again, start breathing in from the right hand, from the fingers. It goes all the way down the hand, crosses the elbow, goes up the arm, up to the spinal cord. Hold the cosmic energy in the spinal cord and spread it all through the body. Now pull out all the staleness, all the ailments from the body, push it out from the left hand. It goes down the arm, crosses the elbow, comes out onto the fingers, spreads out into the cosmic energy. And then very slowly release your hands, sit down, and be in your breathing. Make your sankalpa to chant mantra Om 7 times. I'm chanting Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I am creating 3 layers of protection. Outermost layer consists of 6 friendly creatures, an elephant behind me, a peacock in front, the tiger on the right side, the lion on the left side, an eagle above my head, and a black tortoise below me. Inside of that, I have a big ring with balls of fire. I am lighting all the balls, allowing a firewall to go up all around me. The third layer of protection comes from the subtle energy of mantra Om that I am chanting. Take your awareness to your Muladhara chakra. Visualize a 4-petal lotus. Take a deep breath. Rest of the visualization you know. So take a deep breath for Om chanting. Take your awareness to Swadhisthana chakra at the spinal terminus, coccyx bone, 6-petal lotus, orange color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Manipura chakra behind your navel, 10-petal lotus, yellow color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Anahata chakra behind your heart center, 12-petal lotus, green color. Increase pitch further. Take your awareness to Vishuddhi chakra behind your throat pit, 16-petal lotus, blue color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Agnya chakra behind your eyebrow center, 2-petal lotus, indigo color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Sahasrara chakra at the center of the top of your head, 1,000-petal lotus, white color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Shanti mantras. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamadi Damastu मा विद्विषावहै। Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra. Keep your hands near your chest. Follow me in making your sankalpa. I'm chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health mentally and physically. All my brain cells and my body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace, my Lord, penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health at all times. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health. And I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping this body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside my body in your effulgent form. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Very slowly disengage your hands, keep them on your knees. Keep your body absolutely steady. And in that steadiness of the body, observe the steadiness of your mind. Become a standby, passive observer, watching the thoughts as they flip in and flip out. Don't stop the thoughts. Don't interfere with them. Just be a disinterested, passive observer. Now bring the image of a burning lamp and a flame in front of your Bhrumadhya and focus your attention on that flame. Start from the wick and go up to the top. See how the flame is thick near the wick, and as it goes up, it becomes thinner. Then keep moving up and down and see if you can focus without additional thoughts coming in. If thoughts come in, just observe them and then bring your attention back to focusing on the flame. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatikvam Avamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannu Dibisi Dasadanam. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi तन्नो हंस प्रचोदयात्। ओम नमो हिरण्यभागवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपदये अंबिकापदये उमापदये पशुपदये नमो नमः। हृदगं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेदं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमः। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। Just feel the vibrations of the mantras for some time. Very gently open your eyes, stretch your legs, then get ready for the practices. We'll do the green light protocol today. Everybody will work on the right side, and the next class we will work on the left side. So first lie on your back, stretch your legs, hands by the side of the body, and do a very quick body scan.
Voice is very uneven. Sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's...
Is that so?
Yes.
Just see if it is better now. If there is a problem, let me know. How is it now? Okay. So lie on your back, hands spread out on the sides of the body, palms facing the sky. Pay attention to your entire body. Start focusing your attention on your feet and see how the heels are touching the ground, in what position your feet are. Are they flopped on the ground or are they raised from the ground? What is the pressure of the heel to the ground? Are they symmetrical on the right side and the left side? If not, which side seems pressing more or heavier? Then pay attention to your ankle and calf muscles. What is the pressure between the calf muscles and the ground? Are they symmetrical on the right, left? If not, is there a connection between the side which is pressing more to the side on which the heels are pressing more? Then pay attention to the back of your knees and try and focus your attention as to whether the back of the knees are fleshed along the ground or there is a gap. If there is a gap, with your closed eyes, try to gauge what is the extent of that gap. Then bring your attention to both your thighs. How are they pressing against the ground? What is the pressure? Are they symmetrical on the right, left? If not, any correction on the side which is pressing heavier to the side which is pressing heavier on the calf muscles and the heels. Then pay attention to both your buttocks. Are they pressing against the ground equally, symmetrically? If not, what is the connection between them, thighs, calf muscles, heels? Then pay attention to your back. Is the entire back relaxed and fleshed along the ground? Can you feel all the vertebrae touching the ground, or if not, which vertebrae seems to be raised from the ground? Then both the shoulder muscles, are they touching the ground? Are the shoulders flushed along the ground or raised from the ground? Then both the hands from the armpit up to the fingers, are they along the ground or are there areas where they are raised from the ground? And lastly, pay attention to the back of your head. Is it pressing hard against the ground or is it pressing lightly against the ground? Now mentally say to yourself, I'm relaxing my whole body. I'm allowing my whole body to sink into the ground, relaxing deeper and deeper. As you command your body to relax more and more, see if you can notice any subtle changes in any of the areas that you were noticing till now. And then very slowly, with complete awareness and caution, turn on to the stomach in prone position. And you will slightly come into a C curve on the right side, which means your head will face to the right side. You will move the body a little in the front. You will lift your right leg slightly, and your hand will be below the chin, and your elbow will be outstretched. This is the position in which you are lying. Come into the position and then follow the instructions. We will start working with the upper trapezius first, then we'll go to the mid trapezius, and then we'll come to the lower trapezius. So very slowly, as you start breathing in, lift your elbow away from the ground, wherever it can comfortably go, and very slowly breathing out, allow your elbow to come back and rest on the ground. Now, as next round, when you're doing it, pay attention to the upper trapezius muscle. You should feel that muscle contracting. And when you're bringing the elbow back to rest on the ground, say to yourself, I am consciously and voluntarily releasing and resetting my upper trapezius. So start breathing in, elbow away from the ground towards the sky, upper trapezius contracting. As you breathe out, bring your elbows back to rest on the ground, voluntarily releasing and resetting your upper trapezius. Now we will do what we are familiar with called stop and go. So breathing in, you will bring your elbow towards the ceiling. While you are bringing the elbow back, you will go only 1/3 the distance and stop. Now recontract about an inch back towards the ceiling. Now once again, let your elbow go down another 1/3 the distance. Recontract again. Now let your elbow go all the way to rest on the ground. Now one last time you will do the full journey, taking the elbow towards the ceiling, upper trapezius contracting, and then voluntarily releasing and resetting the upper trapezius. You will let your elbow come back to rest on the ground. Now move your pillow so that your elbow can come on the pillow. Now rest your elbow on the pillow. We'll do what is called a quick release. So lift your elbow about 1.5 to 2 inches from the pillow. And then you will hold it there. When I say release, you will quickly release it into the pillow. So lift your elbow 2 inches away, hold, 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 release. And now you can move the pillow out. Now for the second round, you will move your hand somewhere at the back, lower back. The fingers are at the lower back. But in this position, your elbow should be able to come and rest on the ground. If it cannot, move it somewhere, make adjustments so that your elbow can come to the ground. Even if it can come on the side, doesn't matter. But important thing is elbow should come to the ground. So position your fingers at the back wherever it can comfortably go and allow the elbow to rest on the ground. Now we'll repeat the same movements, but we are now working on the mid trapezius and the rhomboid. So as you're lifting the elbow up, you will feel contraction of these two muscles. As you release, you will voluntarily and consciously release and reset the rhomboid and the mid trapezius. So very slowly breathing in, elbow away from the ground towards the ceiling. Very slowly breathing out, releasing and resetting the mid trapezius and the rhomboid. Let your elbow come back to rest on the ground. Second round on your own. Now we will do a stop and go. So very slowly breathing in, let your elbow come towards the ceiling. Hold. While releasing, only go 1/3 the distance. Hold. Recontract a little bit. Now take it another 1/3 distance. Hold. Recontract a little bit. And now allow your elbow to go all the way to rest on the ground. Now you will repeat the full journey, breathing in, elbow towards the ceiling, contracting the mid trapezius and the rhomboid. As you are releasing, you are voluntarily, consciously resetting and relaxing the mid trapezius and the rhomboid. Slow release is very important. Now move the pillow under the elbow for the quick release. Very slowly lift your elbow about 2 inches from the pillow. Hold, 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 release. Now you will bring your hand in such a way that your thumb is towards the nostril and the elbow is slightly higher level now. So your thumb is towards the nose, and when you're lifting it this way, you will find slight backward movement and you'll feel the lower trapezius contracting. So just try it once, feel the lower trapezius contracting. And then when you're ready, slowly breathing in, allow your elbow to come towards the ceiling, lower trapezius contracting. As you're releasing, you're relaxing and resetting the lower trapezius while breathing out. One more round on your own with full attention to lower trapezius contraction. And as you bring your elbow down, you are voluntarily and consciously resetting and relaxing the lower trapezius. Now we will do a stop and go. So relax a little bit and then we will continue. Allow your elbow to come towards the ceiling a little bit. Wherever it can go, hold it there. Allow your elbow to come down only 1/3 the journey, 1/3 the distance, hold. Recontract an inch or so. Now let your elbow go down another 1/3 the distance towards the ground. Hold. Again recontract about an inch. And now let your elbow go back all the way to rest on the ground. You are releasing and resetting the lower trapezius. One more full journey with full attention on the lower trapezius, contraction when the elbow is coming up. And when you're relaxing and releasing your elbow, you're voluntarily resetting and relaxing the lower trapezius. And now move your pillow so that the elbow can rest on the pillow for the quick release. Very slowly, let your elbow come away 2 inches away from the pillow. Not so much, only 2 inches closer to the pillow. Hold, 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 release, and relax. Now, we will be working on the rotation of the shoulder blade. It's called the shoulder orbit. So you can keep your hand in the side like this, and you're imagining that your shoulder blade is divided into 2 portions vertically, and there is a circle there. Along that circle, you are going to rotate. So when you're like this, without lifting the elbow from the ground, you will move the shoulder blade circularly. It will go forward, down, backward, up. Forward, down, backward, up. In that direction. 5 rounds clockwise, 5 rounds anti-clockwise. Very slowly, with full awareness of the orbit. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now reverse the movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you will do the second move, which is sideways. That means you will now imagine that the shoulder blade is divided into top half and lower half, and there is a circle here. So it will go like this. So towards the spinal cord, ceiling, towards the arm, down. Towards the spinal cord, ceiling, towards the arm. So in this direction, it will go. So 5 rounds on either side, clockwise, anti-clockwise. So very slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Now you have to do diagonal. If it is possible, just try. There are 2 diagonals. One diagonal is like this. That is from here toward the shoulder. And the other diagonal is toward the spinal cord, down towards your armpit. So first you will go in this direction. And then you will go in this direction. So start with the first diagonal movement towards the shoulder joint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the last diagonal. Very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then relax completely. If you want to turn on your back and relax for 2 minutes, that's perfectly all right. Allow the body to completely relax. And as you're relaxing, if you're lying on your back, just pay attention to all the points that we noticed earlier and see if you can experience any difference. The heels, the calf muscles, back of the knees, thighs, glutes, vertebrae, any change that you can notice, even very minute, small changes, try to observe. And keep mental notes so that you can keep comparing as you keep progressing. Then very slowly, once again, turn into prone position, come back to that C curve. In this position, try and massage your neck a little bit, and you can massage your neck whenever you feel the need to do it. Now we're going to work slightly replicating the walking motion, side bending 3 vertebrae at a time. So if you take your fingers down from the center of your head till you come to the first bony vertebrae, that's the first one. This is slightly above the scapula. So those 3 vertebrae are the first one that you will side bend. Then you will take the 3 vertebrae which are at the top of the rib cage, then 3 in the middle, 3 at the bottom of the rib cage, and then below the rib cage, the lumbar vertebrae and the last 2 lumbar vertebrae. So that's what you are going to work on. So you will be in this position. First, you will draw your head a little into your shoulder. It's as though your head is compressing into your shoulder. You will feel a slight compression there. And then you will side bend. Then you will release the side bend, release your head. Again, compress the head, side bend at the next 3 vertebrae, release, then release the head. So that's how you will go 3 vertebrae at a time, very slowly with complete awareness. So get ready. Draw your head into your shoulder a little bit. Side bend at the 3 vertebrae just above the scapula. Release the flexion. Release your head. Once again, draw your head into your shoulder. Side bend, focusing your flexion on the first 3 vertebrae at the top of the rib cage. Release the flexion. Release your head. Draw your head into your shoulders. Side bend, focusing your attention on the 3 vertebrae at the middle of your rib cage. Release the flexion. Release the head. Once again, draw your head into your shoulder. Side bend, focusing on the 3 vertebrae at the bottom of the rib cage. Release your flexion. Release your compression. Draw your head into your shoulders. Side bend, focusing on the vertebrae, 3 vertebrae just below the rib cage, 3 lumbar vertebrae. Release your flexion. Release your compression. Last round, draw your head into your shoulder. Side bend, focusing your flexion on the last 2 lumbar vertebrae above the sacrum. Release the flexion, release your head. And now relax and experience what you can experience on the right side of the body as compared to the left side of the body. Now you will do what is called bowing. So you will straighten the leg for this. The leg will not be folded. You are still slightly side bent on the right side. You will lift your lower pelvis on the right side toward the armpit. And then side bend, focusing your attention on the 3 ribs of the rib cage. The difference is previously you were trying to flexion this vertebrae. Here you are flexing the rib cage. So that's the difference. So draw your pelvis towards the armpit like in a walking motion, and then side bend at the 3 ribs, top 3 ribs of the rib cage. So that's how we will go. Only 4 movements in this. So very slowly draw your pelvis towards your armpit, side bend, focusing your flexion on the top 3 ribs of the rib cage. Release your flexion, release your pelvis. Second round, draw your pelvis towards your armpit.
Small question. When you draw your pelvis towards your armpit, you have to replicate that walking motion, right? You have to move your leg up.
Yeah. So it will be it's not be a very significant, but it will be like this. You can feel that slight movement. So second round, draw your pelvis towards your armpit, side bend, focusing your flexion on the middle 3 ribs of the rib cage. And very slowly release your flexion, release your pelvis. Then draw your pelvis towards your armpit, side bend, focusing on the bottom 3 ribs of the rib cage. Release your flexion, release your pelvis. Once again, draw your pelvis towards your rib cage, side bend, focusing your flexion on just below the rib cage. Release your flexion, release your pelvis, relax. Now you will just work on the opposite leg. So your legs are straight now. Just lift your opposite leg pelvis towards the armpit, release. Lift, release. Lift, release. Start slowly and then start increasing the speed. First start slowly and then slowly increase the speed. Now stop. We'll now practice something that we have learned in Myth of Aging. So you're not side bending now, you're straight. Your hand comes in front of the face. Your left cheek is on the back of the palm and you're facing towards your elbow. Then you remember, you lift your elbow first, then the head, then both of them together, and then the opposite leg. So start getting ready. Bring your hand in front of your face, palms facing down. The left cheek is on the back of your palm. Head is facing towards the right side, towards your elbow. In this position, breathing in, bring your elbow towards the ceiling. Feel all the muscles along the shoulder girdle contracting. As you breathe out, let your elbow come back to rest on the ground. Now, second round, breathing in, elbows up, shoulder girdle, muscles contracting. As you bring your elbow back, you are voluntarily releasing and resetting those shoulder blade muscles. Now lift only your head up, keep the hand on the ground, try to look over your shoulder. Very slowly bring your head back to rest on the ground. As you are doing this, pay attention to all the muscles along the right side of your spinal cord. They're all contracting when your head is coming up. And as you're bringing your head back to rest on the ground, you're voluntarily resetting all those muscles. So pay full attention, breathing in, head up. Very slowly breathing out, bring your head back, voluntarily resetting all the muscles along the right side of the spinal cord. Now you're going to put these two together. So remember, your palm will continue to touch the cheek when you're bringing the hand up and the head up. Second point, the muscles along the shoulder girdle contract, muscles along the right side of the spine contract, and the contraction will go to the opposite glute. Pay attention to that. And the opposite leg will almost want to come up from the ground. Pay attention to that as well. So very slowly breathing in, bring your hand, head, cheek, everything up together. Very slowly breathing out, release, and return back to neutral. Pay full attention to the muscles, shoulder girdle along the right side of the spine, opposite glute. Once again, breathing in, come up. Very slowly breathing out, voluntarily releasing, resetting all those muscles, relax. Now you lift the opposite leg up. So breathing in, allow the opposite leg to come up. And very slowly breathing out, let your leg go back to rest on the ground. You should be able to feel the muscles contracting along the glute, coming onto the opposite side, on the right side of the spinal cord, and going all the way up. So once again, raise your opposite leg up, away from the ground, breathing in, feel the contraction going up on the opposite side of the spinal cord. Breathing out, release, and relax. Now you're going to put all of them together. So your hand, palm, cheek, head, and the opposite leg will come up. Pay attention to all the muscles along the spinal cord and the opposite glute, contracting when you're coming up, releasing when you're coming back. So start breathing in, head, chin, cheeks, hand, opposite leg up, breathing out, bringing all of them back to relax on the ground. Second round, breathing in, up, breathing out, very slowly releasing all of them, relax. Now we are going to do something called glute release. So for this, you will be slightly in the C curve. You will fold your right leg and then move it in such a way that your feet comes to rest on the calf muscle. And in this position, you will be lifting the foot up towards the ceiling and taking it back. That is a full motion. Then in stop and go, you will take a little down, recontract, some more down, recontract, further down onto the muscle. And the quick release is you will lift it up 2 inches. And when I say release, you will knock in and then you will straighten the leg from there. Okay? So get ready. Slightly come on to the C curve. Bend your legs slightly. And then move it so that the foot is on the calf muscle of the opposite leg. In this position, very slowly let your foot come away towards the ceiling, wherever you can comfortably take it. And breathing out, very slowly allow your foot to go back and rest on the calf muscles of the opposite leg. Wonderful. Slow movement is the key. Slower you can take it down, the better it is. Once again, when you're lifting your foot up, pay attention to the glute muscles on the side you are lifting. They are contracting. And as you are taking your foot back, you are voluntarily resetting the glute muscles. Very slowly let it go back. Now you do stop and go. So very slowly let your foot come towards the ceiling. Hold it there. As you're taking it back, go only 1/3 the distance and stop. Now recontract an inch. Once again, let your foot go down another 1/3. Hold it there, recontract a little bit. And now let your foot go all the way back to rest on the calf muscles of the opposite leg. Now, one full journey on your own with full attention to the glute muscles. Let your foot come away towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, very slowly let it come back to rest on the ground, on the calf muscles. Sorry. Now you'll do a quick release. So you lift your foot about an inch away from the calf muscles. Hold, 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 release. Now straighten without lifting the leg. Make the leg completely straight. Now turn back on your back. And first watch and then you can do it. In this position, you will do your arch first, and then you will flatten. You will hold this leg with one hand, and you will not use the hand to pressurize. Only the leg will pull itself toward the chest. But when you're going back, the hand will give some resistance in the lower. So you will bring back with the power of the leg without the hand pushing. While going back, the hand is giving some resistance. So this is the 3 moves that you will do 3 times. So get ready. Arch your lower back. Tailbone is pressing on the ground. The left leg is straight. Only the right leg is folded. Yeah. Now, as you're flattening, bring your legs towards the chest, using your hand as resistance load, but use the power of the leg to bring it. Don't use the hand to push it. As you're releasing it, let the hand be offering slight resistance in the load. Take the foot down to the ground, arch the lower back. Once again, as you flatten, let the leg come toward the chest. And as you release, let the hand offer resistance and load. Without changing the load, take it down to touch the ground. And your lower back arches, tailbone presses on the ground. Last round, as you breathe out and flatten the lower back, the legs comes toward the knees come toward the chest. And as you breathe in, you release the foot back to rest on the ground. Now relax. The last move, you will take your foot towards the knee joint, and from there you will take it down wherever it can go comfortably. Wherever it can go, you will stop there. That is the range of your movement. And then you will work up to that movement. While coming back, you will not make it straight. You will stop a little before it becomes straight. Okay? So get ready. First, let your knees go toward the floor and notice up to what extent it can go on its own. That is your range of movement. That is where you will take it. Now get ready. Breathing out. Very slowly take your knees to your maximum point and stop. Very slowly bring your knees back, but don't make it fully vertical. Stop before it becomes fully vertical. Stop a little before it is fully vertical. Now, second round, all the way down and back. Now we will do a stop and go. So when you're taking the knees towards the floor, you will go a little distance and stop. Now recontract a little bit. Now take it for another 1/3 distance towards the floor and stop. Recontract a little bit. Now take it all the way to the maximum point that you took earlier. And now bring it back. Now, if you have the pillow handy, then keep the pillow so that your knees can go and rest, or your thighs can rest on the pillow. So very slowly, take your knees towards the pillow and rest on that. Now, recontract about an inch from the pillow. Hold, 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 knock into the pillow. And then straighten the leg straight from there. And now we'll do the same on the other leg. So move the pillow to the other side. Bend the opposite leg, that is the left leg. First try out and take it wherever it can go on its own without any extra effort from your side. That is your range of movement. And then bring it back. Now get ready. Breathing out, take your knees towards the floor wherever it could go the earlier time. That's your movement range. Very slowly breathing in, bring your knees back. Don't make it fully vertical. Stop before it is fully vertical. Now, one more journey. Breathing out, knees towards the floor, wherever it could go. And breathing in, knees back towards the ceiling. Stop before it becomes fully vertical. Now we'll do stop and go. So when you're taking the knees towards the floor, go only 1/3 the distance and stop. Recontract a little bit. Now take your knees further down 1/3, fold, recontract a little bit, and now take your knees all the way down towards the floor. Now one full journey, this time make sure the pillow is in position so that the knees can come and rest on the pillow. Very slowly breathing out, take your knees toward the floor, resting on the pillow. Now recontract about an inch from the pillow, hold, 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 release. Now straighten the legs straight from there and relax completely. Now experience what you can feel on the body. Are there any differences between the right side of the body and the left side of the body? We have worked substantially on the right side. If you can use the video and do it on the left side in the next couple of days, that would be good, rather than wait till next Monday for us to repeat on the left side. But in any case, next class we will do the practice on the left side. Now to compress it down to time, there are certain practices we have skipped. So it's almost 80% of the protocol, about 20% we have skipped. So just keep that in mind. Let the whole body relax completely. And then very slowly turn to one side with the support of your hands. Come up and sit down. Sit in a meditative position. Get ready to chant mantra Om 3 times. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. Take a deep breath. Shanti mantras. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mritam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Triyambakam Vijamaghe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Rub your hands nicely, and when they are warm, then keep them on your eyes. Feel the warmth flowing in from the palm into the eyes. Then gently open your eyes. Be observant of colors you see when you open the eyes, and slowly release your hands. Hari Om Tat Sat. So have a great week ahead, and then see you all on Thursday. Last round of lesson 13. Bye.